Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a very short, very simple video explaining why it is important where you are actually choosing to study or research or work on homework or whatever it may be. And it is important because if you are in a disorganized place, it actually increases your beta waves in your brain. Now, the reason that's so important is beta waves are the ones that are in this state essentially of stress. And when you are trying to be creative, whether that's, with English or with math, it certainly takes a creative mind to be able to do math, or science or whatever it may be. If you're in the beta state, if you are in that brainwave state that is more focused on stressful sensory situations, then you are not going to be able to really excel on whatever that is. Now, this does have a little caveat. I was very guilty of using cleaning my room as a way to avoid doing homework when I was younger. And it's because, even without knowing that it was increasing my beta brain waves, I couldn't focus. I couldn't stay centered on whatever task needed to be worked on. And so, especially if I was already stressed about the homework, I would be like, well, I'll clean my room and then it'll be the perfect atmosphere to do homework in. And, for a long time, I thought that was just like my, a way of procrastinating and avoiding what needed to be being worked on. But it does make sense now, because a disorganized, disorderly space actually is making my brain unable to do my homework. So I guess this is a little bit of me saying, clean your space, organize your space so that your brain doesn't have to be sensing everything else that's going on and being stressed by it. Have it in such a way that like your creativity, once your brain gets into the theta and delta, and I'm not an expert on this, but when your brain does get into those states, it can focus and be creative and excel with whatever it is you are working on. But anyway, don't necessarily use this as a procrastination tool. Like, if you have an assignment due tomorrow, maybe don't do what I did and just be like, let me just deep clean my room and then I'll get to it. Maybe don't do that. But maybe this is just like a little suggestion to stay on top of it more often. Maybe have one day a week where you're like, okay, I'm gonna, Marie Kondo this place. By the way, great book. Anyway, don't want to get too off track here. But if your space is disorganized and you do need to be working on something in this moment, then I would suggest finding a place that you can go to so that you're not in the messy space that's going to be increasing your beta brainwaves. One of the places that I found most effective, and that I think people kind of forget they can use, is just going to your library. Whether you're in university and you are going to your campus's library, those are, usually pristine and quiet and a great place to be able to just center in on your work at hand. But also local libraries, I know that they have, rooms and sections where you can just kind of be closed off, have a orderly space and focus. But also maybe you can't get to one of those places. So maybe that means that, you need to turn your back away from the mess, or find maybe even a closet or just like a small space that's not going to have a lot of distractions and be sending these like little pings to your brain that like stress it and take it away from being able to focus on creative or academic pursuits. So that's that. Hopefully this gives you a little insight into how to best support your environment and space in supporting you being a good student. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel and come back for an assortment of other learning suggestions. So I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.